3,000 down the runway. This literally is, folks, the calm before the storm. In a few practice Agassiz Speedway history. This is the Northwest Sprint Tour Series, and this is your feature main event. Let 'em hear ya! As we said, folks, it never gets old. Again, literally the calm before the storm, the rumble before the roar. The field will get the one to go signal. The traffic lights will be turned off. 10 cars for 40 laps, $3,000 to win, which means it's time. Yes, it's time to batten down the hatches. Somebody quickly lock the door. Things are going to get wild. Ron Larson, Tommy Weston, front row race fans, here we go! Larson, as we documented earlier, talked about I should say, the son of four-time camera champion Doug Larson back in the 70s, early 80s. Used to drive that blue number 2 Timke Roadster. And Brad Allman and his twin brother Braden, we saw the fourth cars earlier tonight. Their dad, of course, the legend Scotty Allman, used to race with us on the dirt down at Skagit with the Northern Sprint Tour. Got a Northern Sprint Tour victory in Yakima on the dirt track during the Central Washington State Fair. Then went back to the pavement. Ended up winning the Daffodil Cup 5 times, second of only to Jeff Montgomery's 6. and Jeff Montgomery, the 33J, the familiar number, the new colors this year. Taking a page on the Taylor Burstick book, the orange, black, and white. Looks good. Again, his dad's memorial race at the Saratoga Motorsports Park coming up August 15th and the 16th. The Neil Montgomery Memorial. Neil, of course, raced for many years at Western Speedway, Grandview Bowl in Nanaimo. Stuart Lee, there he is, sitting patiently in the 52. How you doing, Stuart? How about that for a good-looking race car, too, huh? Racing for the Struck brothers this year. Four-way in the dwarf cars, now into the sprint cars, the Strucks and Stewart. And Stewart, a two-time Island Dwarf Car champion, three-time Saratoga Bomber champ. He's also raced on the dirt for the Northwest Focus Suspension Series. And how about Jamie Wright in this number 92 car, huh? Out of the Wright family, Schmidt family racing stable, former Agassiz Street Stock and Late Model Rookie of the Year. This is just his third race ever in a sprint car. And again, another member of a great racing family.
So wide, I'm probably going to play sprint cars when I get home.
Maybe 10 o'clock.
This is going to be a later one tonight. I imagine next race is going to be a later one too, because it's 125 lap late models too. The late models are usually longer races. Especially for an invitational. Western Speedway was 200 laps for another 200.
And we mentioned earlier, four-time Agassiz Midget champ, three-time Federer Reynolds Senior Open Classic Midget champion, and former sprint car champ as well, Troy Glow, who so badly wanted to race here tonight, blew up a couple of weeks ago at Saratoga. And definitely not the way you want to head back to the pit area. The always immaculate, always potent Rendell Brothers Willison Racing, number 14. How about a hand again for Aaron and the whole crew? Just, again, so sad to see this happen. And Aaron's return to Agassiz Speedway, as we said, one of the best even sprint car drivers anywhere in the world over the last couple of years, and it all started for him right here at Agassiz Speedway. And boy, what a potent combination the Rendell brothers and the Willisons have been since coming together. A threat to win anywhere in North America. They were in Denver, Colorado about a month ago. Aaron finishing second both nights to the great Bobby Santos. But as mentioned, it was Aaron taking home the $50,000 down in Las Vegas a couple of years ago against the best pavement sprint car drivers in the world. It's so good to see the pavement guys getting a chance to race for big money. The dirt guys have a lot of 50 grand, 100 grand to win races, now some $200,000 to win races as well. Nice to see these guys, pavement, getting a shot at some big money as well. They'll do it again this November down in Las Vegas. Again, Ron coming to the night, 4th in points to win at State Line, Idaho. A couple of months ago, that was a $5,000 U.S. victory that night for Ron. A guy that has raced all over North America in both winged sprint cars and stock cars. We mentioned it during driver introductions. Ron Larson and the legend Roy Smith, the only two drivers in the storied history of Western Speedway to have won both the Daffodil Cup for sprint cars and the Canada 200 for stock cars. Pretty darn impressive to be on that list with just one other man, Roy Smith. Okay, folks, we are almost ready. Are you ready to go back green flag racing? And again, thank you for your patience, folks. You know, stuff happens, as they say. We promise you, as is the case most nights, it will be worth the wait. And again, what a pleasant surprise to see the 71 and the 32X. They will restart. They'll restart at the back. But they will restart, it looks like. If you like, if you didn't get enough in the meet and greet earlier tonight, you're all invited to the pit area after we're done. Again, don't forget, late model stock cars take center stage in 2 weeks. August 9th for our annual Len Hansen Memorial Race. Late model stock cars, probably 15 to 18 of them from around the province, along with the Agassiz street stocks that always put on a great show. Zach Badinsky, Chris Timer, Marco Rizzo, Billy Beasley, Billy Coles, Darrell Highland, etc. And the mini stocks. Again, that's in 2 weeks. Saturday, August the 9th. And again, tip of the cap to these two guys still sitting on the front straightaway. Former Agassiz regulars Ryan Willison and Sawyer Lind, both in their first years in the wing sprints, have a race with the Can-Am non-wing cars last year. Sawyer 5th in points, Ryan 7th in points, and the top two in the rookie point race. How about a nice hand for both those guys? As we said, a couple of rising stars in the sport. So much fun when you can say you watched them from the start of their careers to where they are now. finish sounds, I know, a little repetitious, etc., but it is true. 40 laps on. for a $20 general ticket tonight, 25 if you're sitting in extreme seating. You don't get much better value for your money than this. 23 officially complete, 17 laps to go. Hopefully Stuart Lane can restart again. The former two-time Island and Dwarf Car champion once held the track record here in Dwarf Cars. 32 Weston to the pit area. Aaron Willison, Ryan Willison, and now Tommy Weston. You can see the crew scrambling over there, trying to get him back out there. Tommy currently 6th in the points for the defending Rookie of the Year. But boy, hooked up in all the mail is Brad Allen in the 44B, who we said during introductions. Former Western Speedway Hornet Bomber champion. He was the first champion in the history of the series 3 years ago. And currently 3rd in points. But he has not won a main event. 5 different winners in 5 races this year. Trying to make it 6 for 6 here tonight with an odd victory. However, the guy running right behind him, Ron Larson, a winner at State Line, Idaho, and on the 33J in Montgomery, the winner up in Penticton. This will bump Sawyer Landon now up into 4th. He had a great 3rd place run, his best of the year at State Line earlier in the season. Just him and his dad. Most nights. Well, they do pit beside Tyson Cross. Get some help from Tyson and those guys. Sawyer, as we said, shares the driving duties these days with Tyson in the 09 and 1200 mini sprint at Deming. 23 complete, 17 laps to go. Again, wherever you have traveled from, we welcome you here tonight. Hope you are enjoying this entertainment. We gotta get the 52 car going there on the backstretch. I hope these guys are all watching. Be careful, gentlemen. So 52. Bad news, we'll go to back. Good news. Still on the lead lap. Weston still in the pits, the 32. That's Troy Globe behind the wheel of the push truck. We said earlier, a heartbreaker for Troy and his dad Brian, they couldn't race here tonight. The engine in their number 11 car in Saratoga a couple of weeks ago just couldn't quite get the new one ready here tonight. They said they should be ready soon and they will race the Fred Ryder Senior Open Wheel Classic here the weekend after Labor Day, September 6th. Troy Globe, Sawyer Landon will take the wings off and join the Can-Am non-wing sprint cars. 23 complete, 17 to go. Okay, a little survey time again. Who's cheering for the 9S? 4th place car, Landon. 3rd place, your new track record holder, 33J, Montgomery. Now Langford. Who's cheering for the 12, Quinnell's Ron Larson. And how about your lead car, the 44 Duncan BC's Brad Ullman. Again, double pile restarts for these guys. And they'll get the one to go signal this time on. about 17 to go. So he said 5 races. Oh no! Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Your new track record holder, your point leader, Montgomery. Oh my goodness. And no, it's not a full moon tonight. Although it probably should be. What we've seen happen here tonight. So now the question is, can he restart? What's the damage to the car, if any? Even if he can restart. So again, your top 2 in the point standings, Jeff Montgomery and Aaron Willison, both with obvious problems here in the span of it. So we said the familiar number 33J, the new colors this year, the new chassis, the grip chassis, not a beast, not a stealth. These new grip cars built in Idaho. How about a hand for Jeff Montgomery, folks? Let's hope he can restart. Get the fastest lap in the 55-year history of Agassiz Speedway earlier this afternoon at 11.226. Yes, he will have to go to the back, even though it happened under yellow. Whenever you need a push to get going again, to the back. That's the bad news. Good news, he's still on the lead lap. You can see him weaving back and forth, checking the handling on that immaculate, always past 33J car. So obviously a lot to keep track of. Okay, we are moments away from 17 laps to go, folks. Again, Brad Allen trying to become the 6th different winner in 6 races with the series this year. 12, Larson second. 9S Sawyerland is now 3rd. Miller, the 71, is 4th. 52 Lee, Montgomery, and Wright. 17 laps to go. And Miller goes to P3. Working lap number 25. 15 laps to go. nice round of applause for all our drivers here tonight. And folks, if you are headed to the exits, thank you so much for being a part of this historic night once again. Historic on a couple of fronts. A new all-time Agassiz Speedway track record in qualifying by Jeff Montgomery, and the biggest crowd in the 55-year history of this track. If you are headed to the exits, again, thanks so much for being here with us. Don't forget, many of these same drivers at the Evergreen Speedway have been roll Washington next Saturday. Wing sprints, non-wing sprints, midgets, and legend cars. And then to the Saratoga Speedway, August 15th and 16th. For us, we are back at it in 2 weeks. The Legends and Memorial for late models, street stocks and mini stocks. Again, gates open at 3:30, qualifying at 4, racing at 6. Again, if you're headed for home, please do drive safely. We've got interviews with your top 3, photos coming up. There he is, your winner. As we said, 6 races this year, and the 6th different winner from Duncan. Brad Huffman.
Thank you very much.
Ron Larson, second, and James Miller, P3. We will head trackside.
Yeah. Now you know.
In the winner's circle with him and Kaylee, photographer, including our very own Kurt Bliss, with the whole again, these guys have been doing this for a long time. Island Race Masters, Mid-Island Engines team, and pretty impressive, folks. 6 races this year, and now the 6th different winner, Brad Allman. Congratulations, my friend.
Yeah, that was a bit of a wild one there. Yeah, that was the best car I've ever driven in my life. Russell and June, myself, and Tim Openchar getting this thing tuned good, and it was good on the high side, good on the low side. I just had to start logging laps there, and then I realized there's 10 to go. Like, okay, we just got to beat these guys for a heat race, and yeah, I just hit my marks. I've actually never had marks until this weekend, but I guess I hit them, so that's not too bad. Just want to thank everyone that helped me, like Tom Turner, Island Race Masters. They believed in me, and they're, owned my dad's car and gave me a shot. And I'm super happy and very fortunate to drive one of these cars. Tim Openshaw, Danny Matthews, Garrett McLeese, and Hannah McLeese came down from the stage to check this deal out, and I'm glad we put on a good show for them.
How'd you avoid all the carnage?
You probably could tell me a bit better than that. I don't know. I just tried to keep my nose clean. We got one of the biggest races in our season next week. So the goal was just to, have a good finish and try a few new things, and it worked out great. I just want to thank all my sponsors, Upland Contracting, Northwind Contracting, Northwind Environmental, Scottish Plastics, Warren Hewitt Construction. He gave me some money last weekend there at Saratoga, so first time his deck will hit the car. I'm glad we can get her done for him.
6 races this year, now 6 different winners. What does that say about the competition in this series?
I know all you guys have heard this, that, the 12 to 15 cars we have, usually we say in the island, but in this series are, the best in North America, and we're not joking, we're not trying to sell more tickets and sell more beer, we're not joking, so, very thankful to race against a stout field like this, just happy we can keep the car in one piece and bring it out on number 1.
Twin brother racing here tonight. The dwarf cars always does well here, and I know Dad couldn't make the trip. I'm guessing it'll be your first phone call tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's probably trying to call me right now, so maybe I'll get back to the pit and get myself cleaned up and give the old man a call.
Pretty cool seeing the 44 out there. Congratulations, Brad. We'll see you next week at Evergreen, and then for the Neil Montgomery Memorial, August 15 and 16. Nice job.
Yeah, you definitely see me for those, and thanks very much for all your fans coming out. It's an awesome facility, awesome crowd. This is awesome. I'm hoping we can come back and do it for a few more years.
Congratulations again. Brett Duncan. Another member of a great racing family is Ron Larson. Started on the pole, finished second with all the carnage. Not a bad result, Ron.
When you're out on front, get parked up front like that, you get that clear, it's everything. We had that first restart there. I don't know how we sat over here, but the tires go off, the car changed because it was pretty good.
4th in points with the win at State Line. Second here tonight. You're carrying some good momentum into the 2 $10,000 win races coming up.
Well, I think we need to find a little more. I don't know what we got to do. We'll go back and we'll find something.
Who do you want to thank on this gorgeous 12 car?
I think my wife for putting up with it.
All right, Ron, always fun to watch your race. As we said, always enjoyed watching your dad race and your brother. And we'll see you next week down the I-5.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for a great crowd, and hope you guys come out next time too. Sorry we lost a few cars and Brad ran away with it, but I figured it was better to let him go and try to beat his doors off.
Always fun to watch your race, Ron.
Yeah, thanks.
Ron Larson out of Quinnell. James Miller, come on over here, buddy. This is where this microphone works best. James Miller, second quick tonight. Finished second in points last year. And again, a wild and crazy night. James, how'd you keep it together to finish third?
Honestly, I gotta say sorry to Aaron and Tommy there. I really did not mean to get into Tom there, and just tried to carry my momentum, and I just hit up and wrecked a couple cars. So you know what, it's tough. These guys are all so good, and restarts are where we get things going and move, and you try everything you can to get positions there, and I don't know, I got a little anxious, I guess I could say, and I'm really sorry for those guys. We clawed it back here, and did our best to get back out of the cars a little bit, and I could tell it wasn't really rolling very good, so I was just surviving out there for the most part, and trying to bring it home, and I gotta thank all my sponsors on this car, man. These guys, AM Supply, Jordan, these guys just help out so much on these cars. You guys, it takes a lot of money to make these things go around the track, and when they get wrecked like they did today, it's really heartbreaking. And like I said, it's just it sucks that I was part of that. So, my crew, I gotta thank them. They show up at the shop every night with me, and Larry Joyce, he's been every single race, never missed one, so I can't thank him enough. Of course, my mom is following around in the pits like crazy, and trying to make sure this car's safe so we can get home in one piece. Of course, my wife and like I really gotta thank Keith Nelson and his partners with me in this car. Without him, there's no way we'd be here at all. So, yeah, tough one tonight. Just get her ready for Monroe tomorrow and or next weekend and see what we can do down there.
Again, Holland's, Larson's, and Miller's, all great racing families. And congratulations on third place. Good luck the rest of the year, James.
Yeah, thanks, sir.
James Miller coming home third behind Ron Larson second and Brad Ahmed. Your winner, as we said, an incredible 6 winners in 6 races with the series this year. Again, they're right back at it next Saturday night at Evergreen Speedway, Monroe, Washington, then August 15th and 16th on the island at Saratoga for the Neil Montgomery Memorial Race. We're back at it here in 2 weeks. The late model stock cars take center stage with the Legends Memorial, along with the always exciting Agassiz Street stocks and the mini stocks, just like today. Get here early if you want your favorite seat. Gates open at 3:30, qualifying at 4, racing at 6 o'clock. Congratulations again to all of our winners tonight, race fans. Thanks so much for joining us. Now this is time on behalf of all of us here at Agassiz Speedway. I'm Fred Renner Jr. saying good night. We'll see you back here in 2 weeks.